This is the card we're going to be doing today. Isn't it cute? This is from Storybook Moments. I think it's adorable. Now, hopefully I have everything right here. I went to my designer series paper and I cut out some things. And I die cut this frame. First I put it on an adhesive sheet. It's in the back there. And then I ran the die through my die cutting machine. There's an extra piece there that I don't need. And there's another one there too, I see. But anyways, this is just now like a peel and stick sticker. So it works out beautifully. Now I'm probably going to run out of glue. I'm trying to use up all my old glues that I've got around here. So this is Basic Beige. Don't tell me I ran out that quickly. This is the one I've been having problems with. So I didn't want to use it for the video. There. I might have to open up a new one because this is ridiculous. Should be using this, and then I don't get a mess. This is Wild Wheat. This is Old Olive. See how many of these I can use up. I have a whole whack of these sitting around because when it comes to a video, if it's not working, then I grab a new one, and there it sits. And I had them sitting upright so that I could just grab them and use them, and then I would forget about them. So I've ended up with quite a few. I wouldn't even begin to know how many, but there's quite a few there. So I'm trying to use them up. I'm trying to get rid of stuff I don't need. And once these are gone, I don't need them. So I am trying. I'm not always succeeding, but I am trying. I just got my order of new products today, which is kind of cool. Now, this just goes in the... Isn't this pretty paper? It's so pretty, especially if you like vegetables. We like vegetables in this household. My kids never did, but Bill and I do. I prefer them raw, if that makes sense. I'm not really a lover of cauliflower cooked, but I adore it raw. Like, I will eat a quarter of a head because I love cauliflower raw that much. And it's kind of weird because I don't like it cooked. I don't know what happens when you cook it that it changes flavor so much, but it does. And it's frustrating because I love cauliflower. But once it's cooked, not so much. So for all my kids like cauliflower, every single one of them. But what I did was I made, excuse me, I've got an itch. I made cauliflower for them and put cauliflower on my plate, but mine was raw and theirs was cooked. So they always saw me eating cauliflower, but it wasn't cooked like theirs was. But at the time when they were learning to like vegetables, that didn't matter. They didn't know the difference, so it worked out great. But yeah, and I have texture issues, so I don't like broccoli cooked. The florets, I like them raw, but as soon as they're cooked, I don't like them. But I like the stems. So I will cook up the stems for me and let everybody else have the florets. But it's hard picking out the stems just for me. And it just doesn't work out real well because they're all so mixed up inside. It's like, this is kind of a challenge, but I try to do it as much as possible. And I always leave, like if we have a Chinese dish with broccoli in it, if Saphira or Dominic are around, I always leave all the broccoli for them because they love broccoli. So I am a good mama and I give them the broccoli. And like Saphira will come up and literally that's what she will eat, is a whole plate of broccoli. She doesn't have to eat anything else, but she loves broccoli, which is good for her. So if we're babysitting them for the night, it's like, okay, let's make up some broccoli, and we know 2 people will be happy. Now if my grandsons that don't live with us come, we will make anything but veggies. They are so fussy. Oh my goodness. They are extremely fussy. The reason I'm doing this is because this is going to go up over top of the ribbon, and it has to go in between, so I need to keep the dimensionals on both sides of where it is. So, and then I'm just going to put that there so it doesn't crash in the center. Sometimes I can't see if that paper's coming off, so I just touch it, and yeah, it's sticky. I know the paper came off. There. I've got a hair in my eye. It's not cooperating. It's like, why are you doing this? Okay. Hopefully that did it. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to take this off. And it is so easy to put down then. I don't have to glue it. I have a tendency to forget about using these. I have the adhesive sheets, but half the time I don't use it because I totally forget about it. I have to do it before I die cut it, and I've already die cut it, and I'm putting it down, and it's like, oh crap, I should have put the adhesive sheet on, but by that time I've got everything die cut and I can't do anything about it. Now this just barely fits on. It fits on, but there's not a lot of room. And I didn't want it to have a lot of room. See? Just like that. Isn't that cool? I should have put it on before I put the dimensionals on, because then I could push it flat down. But I didn't do that, and I realized that as soon as I put them on, it's like, oh shoot. Now this one doesn't need it, but it was in the center, so it got it too, so now I just have to watch where I'm putting it. Now, this is not the same one as I put on this one. I have different ones to go on each card. So I am just going to take my glue. Usually I use my small glue dispenser that I got from Amazon, but it has such a fine tip. It's wonderful. But this glue is not coming out very fast, so I figured I could easily do it. And that would get me that much closer to emptying my glue bottles. Oh. So now I am just going to glue this bunny that I cut out. I should have had my tweezers. I don't know why sometimes I don't grab my tweezers. It's ridiculous. Especially when I know the tweezers work best for me. This card is so quick and easy and beautiful. At least I think it's beautiful. It's kind of cutesy, but I love the I love gardening. I love the fresh produce we get from the garden. So to look at this designer series paper and see all that, it just warms my heart because that is something that I love. I have my, I was just going to water my starts before I came down, but I had no water in my great big watering jug. So I've got to fill that up before I can water. So I thought, nope, I'm coming down here and I'm going to make my card and video, and then I can go upstairs and do my starts. I just planted some on Friday. You have to plant them depending on how long they grow. It takes a while for some to grow, like 10 weeks. You just don't, it tells you on the back of the seed package. And so you go by what the seed package tells you. And some are 10 to 12 weeks. I've got one that's midwinter. So I just assume that's about the 12-week mark. Something like that. There's, you know, I don't know. But that's what I'm doing. I think I started it because I'm only going to do a few of them, and I didn't want to be messing with them so long. But anyways. And the zinnias had popped up by an inch and a half yesterday, and all the rest, there's very little that are, well, my leaf lettuce is coming through. It's popping up at the one end, but the zinnias are right in the middle. Nothing else. And you got to keep them on your pad, your heat mat. And so I thought, okay, I'm putting my heat mat, these on the heat mat, but I'm also turning my lights on because they also need the sunlight because they just popped up so quickly and they're looking for light. So it's like, okay, I've got my grow lights and my heat mats that are both on the same pot, or like the same tray, cell tray. This bunny is so cute. Look at that. Isn't he adorable? So now I'm just going to add my dimensionals. These are retired. I just wanted black embellishments. I did not have any black embellishments that weren't retired. So I thought, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to go with these because I wanted it, I didn't want to have any sparkle to it, and anything that was close had a sparkle to it. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, I could color it with my black blend, but it would still have the sparkle, and I just didn't want a sparkle with this because it could go for a little boy. Yeah, I just didn't know who I was going to send this to. So I thought, no, I'm using something retired. I'm sorry. I hope you've got some black embellishments that you can use if you want to do this card. Thanks so much for being here. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. And thanks again for being here. Bye now. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to tell you what I used. These are the adhesive sheets that I used. I used this paper here. I used this for my last card, but this is the background paper that I use. Isn't it pretty? I absolutely love that. Then I just cut any bunny that was a large bunny from down here, and then for the center of the frame, and then the smaller ones came from in here too. So it's just the sheet with the strawberries and the sheet with the houses or the fruit. I used this side on the card before. This is the bottom, to cut off the top and used it for this one. This is Storybook Moments. I have a hard time with these. I'm going to put them all in a bag after my video. And I use the Storybook dies, Storybook Friends dies. This one here, and that's it. And I used large check black and white, very vanilla. And I used Old Olive and Basic Beige and Winter Wheat, which is going out at the end of this month. So I'm trying to use up my cardstock. And I think that's all I used. Sorry about that. Bye now.